Hi, everybody. It's good to see you on this Tuesday, or it's good to be seen on this Tuesday. We are a week and a half away from fall break, and I don't know how you are. It's always my annual hunting trip, and I'm really looking forward to sitting in a tree stand for 4 days. That might not sound exciting to some of you, but I need a break. It was 2 weeks ago today that I was walking home from the office, and I was exhausted. And I don't know how you are, but when you navigate things, if you're like me, when I navigate things like that, I ask myself some questions because I didn't have like a super busy day. It wasn't an exhausting day. I didn't have a lot of meetings. So I was kind of doing an internal audit, if you know what I mean, about what in the world is going on with me. Why am I so tired? And I don't know if it was God speaking to me, but I just had a thought that came to me that we're doing life differently this year. And the way we're doing it is the way we would all prefer to do life this year, face to face, being able to be engaged with each other, full live in-person chapels, doing all of the events that we're doing them in the way that those of you that have been here for more than 2 years know what I'm talking about. It's what life at Olivet is all about. Chapel, big events, athletic events, everything that we're doing. Even just sitting across from a table having a conversation with somebody. But I realized we were using relational muscles. I was using relational muscles that I hadn't used in almost a year and a half. I mean, when I think back to the events that took place that spring break, and when I say that spring break, you know what I'm talking about, when everything shut down. And everything for the last year and a half has changed. And I know we're still dealing with COVID. I'm not saying we're beyond it. I know there are things that we're still navigating here in the best we can. Again, kudos to the task force and all the work that you do in helping us to manage this in ways that are safe and appropriate. But I found myself realizing the introvert that I am, right? Which means people suck the life out of me, right? I like people though, and I was spending energy in ways that I hadn't done in a while, and it was exhausting me in ways that I mean, my tank wasn't being emptied in those ways 2 years ago, like it has been this fall, and it was comforting for me to know that in some ways, because we've missed those moments so much, we all have dived into everything that we could dive in. We're going full go here, right? And nobody wants to miss anything, so we're doing everything, me included. And I just realized that it's not that anything's bad, but there are some things that have gotten maybe a little out of balance. And the rhythms that we were used to, that we had done, that we're recreating, we're doing some things to me. We're taking some energy and some life, some emotional energy from me that I hadn't been able to use or spend, if I can say it that way, in quite a long time. And I was tired. I've had several conversations with students, and I've kind of been affirmed or confirmed in my own feelings because I think some of you are feeling that way too. So here's what I want to say to you. Some of it is just we are using muscles we haven't used before. So let's recreate some things here together. We just did that this past week with Revival, this rhythm, re-entering a rhythm of life around here at Olivet. 8 services in 4 days is a lot, and it can be exhausting. As emotional as the services were, we need to take some time for ourselves. I don't care whether you're an introvert or extrovert. There are ways that we spend energy emotionally, relationally, that we also need some time to fill up. Maybe Revival was that for you. And the cool thing about being a part of a community like Olivet, the way we do life around here, we're what I like to say, we're long journey people. I think everything is accumulative. It builds on top of each other. And I think we're learning. Like, I'm not as tired 2 weeks removed from that Tuesday afternoon today than I was then. And I think it's because my muscles are getting tuned up, so to speak. And maybe you feel the same way. And I just want to say to us, as we continue to do life here together and the relationships that are most important to us, we invest in those and we spend time together. But look for times when you can be and find balance. I've realized I can't do everything. I don't want to be involved in everything. And I would say the same to you. Tend to your own soul at times. Take care of yourself. Whatever that means for you, whatever restores you, whatever renews you, especially coming out of a week like Revival, because I know some of that happened for some of you. But we're going to continue to live into the rhythms around here. There's going to be other events. There's going to be athletic events. There's going to be concerts. There's going to be stuff like the Orpheus Variety Show this weekend and other things like that that are coming at us. And find a good rhythm for you. Obviously, classes are a part of that. Your education is a part of that. But the other things that we talk about around here being life and helping to shape us. Find the things that you just don't want to do, but also give you life, that renew you, that help shape you. I think that's actually, in part, why we do revival, but it also has to become a regular rhythm for us. So look for ways that you can take care of you. Because listen, if we take care of us, if I take care of me and you take care of you, we will do better things together as well. It will help us become better neighbors. It'll help us do things together for this community, the Olivet community, and the community that surrounds us. That matters most for the kingdom. So, figure out things and ways that we can be renewed this week as we continue to do life. And maybe for you, it's just going to be going home for 4 days. For me, it's going to be sitting in a tree stand. I don't know what it's going to be for all of us. But begin to, as we continue to re-enter life that I've heard a lot of people say feels normal. When you deal with some of the same feelings that I had 2 weeks ago, figure out ways that God can renew you as we do life together here. Because I believe God will as we figure it out together. Grace and peace.